Welcome back everyone, and it's time to go balls deep. We are covering Dante the Simp being defeated. Yes, your boy Magna has done the impossible, where everyone doubted him, including fans. Yes, you, I'm looking at you, bruh, watching the video. Some of you are actually mad, like what the flip? This chapter has caused a debate within the community that Dante's character has truly regressed into nothing but a joke. The dude doesn't stop taking L's.
So true.
I personally think this chapter was, you know what I'm gonna say, fire! Balls deep prediction magic is too powerful, and I don't know how many times I have to convince you that my friend Tabata truly personified everything I stated last week.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
Hold on, let me get this call.
Okay, so what are we going to do for the next chapters?
Alright, so basically, the characters are going to celebrate Magna's victory, right? But now, you have to make a plot twist where Lucifer is going to show his presence.
Got it. And let's throw in Noelle's new form and the other two triads being the next objective and the challenge of Morris accelerating the gate.
Exactly, my friend. That's what we're going to do. Don't even question why Tabata's accent changes each video. He's my friend.
You are my friend.
So chapter 293 of Black Clover starts with Luck zooming through the chaos of the war, picking up Magna's magic power. We witness the fight between Dante and Magna. Dante, the one and only Simp King, still conscious after that last attack at the end of 292. He's clearly pissed off now. This isn't like the other fights where he was happy and enjoying himself. This man Magna is pushing him further and further off the edge. He's like, how dare you hit me, the almighty Simp, I mean the Spade King in the goddamn face. He then uses his gravity magic to create a stone sword, immediately going for a downward slash. Magna dodges that shit and then uses this chance to burn Dante's right shoulder, but Dante lands a hit with the rocks at the exact same time. He rambles on about, even if you tricked me, I can regenerate, you'll never win, and blah 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 blah.
Shut up, bitch!
I mean, this dude keeps going on about his body regeneration magic, and he fails to realize that the only reason he is strong is because of Lucifer. I don't even know how this man Dante reached such a high status in the Spade Kingdom with such low tier magic that has no offensive power. Defensively, it seems great, but that's only because it was amplified by Lucifer, which Dante admitted himself in the fight against Yami. Lucifer is the one that has allowed Dante to stay young and make his body regeneration powerful enough to recover entire body parts. Think about every fight Dante has had. He lost against Yami practically 5 times. He would have lost to Asta, Jack, and now even Magna. So to celebrate Magna's victory, we made part 2. We promised you guys for smashing the like button to the videos, hitting the notification bell for the channel. Here is part 2 for Dante is a simp for Lucifer, bruh. Dante is a simp for Lucifer, bruh. For Lucifer, bruh.
About it. By the end of the night, the whole community knew Dante was the simp. Everybody was saying it. Wait, he's still a simp? Ah, here we go.
This dude was a simp back in the day. We made a song about it, then we went on our way. What? This dude's still a simp, ain't nothing changed. This might be round 2, but what we doing the same. Sing it. Whoa, king of a nation, lost to a peasant. Whoa. Dante is a simp, but what else is new? Should be no surprise, cause every vid we've been telling you. We made it a joke, but this dude is actually trash. Next time that I see Tabata, I'm gonna casually ask, what were you thinking when you made this man a simp? Do I need to walk up to Shonen Jump and talk to managing? Or is he gonna do something cool in the next few chapters? No, he isn't gonna get defeated by Magna. Still got around to it in the future with the king. I really hope Tabata's listening, cause I didn't bust these bars out so they could fall on some deaf ears. I hope that Dante's a better character by next year. Simpking. This man is even more of a simp than Denji.
Wait, wrong anime.
This dude was a simp back in the day. We made a song about it, then we went on our way. What? This dude's still a simp, ain't nothing changed. This might be round 2, but what we doing the same. Sing it. Whoa, king of a nation, lost to a peasant. Whoa, lost in the past, now you're lost in the present.
We worked hard on that song, so please check out Kevin's channel and his content. Join the ABD community by hitting the notification bell. We need your support more than ever, and it's important we stick together. Otherwise, if you don't, you know what I'm gonna do to you, right? I'm joking. So whilst Dante is losing the fight, he yells out that Magna isn't the one that will bring him the greatest pleasure. We think Tabata used it as a chance to make a Berserk reference too. Like, look, this panel is clearly a homage to this one panel from the Golden Age arc in Berserk. And this is probably because Kentaro, the author of Berserk, passed away. We're obviously all sad, and we know Tabata feels this way too, as a lot of his story was inspired by Berserk. In fact, Black Clover wouldn't be what it is at all without the existence of Berserk. So rest in peace, Kentaro Miura. We'll always treasure your work and how it's influenced the manga and other media that we enjoy today. Berserk is in my top 10 manga of all time and always will be, it seems. Now in Black Clover chapter 293, Magna begins to think back to his past, how he wasn't born a noble or a royal, and how he didn't receive any strength boost from the elf reincarnation unlike Luck, and that he also doesn't have anti-magic or a big black sword like my boy Asta. He understands that everyone looks down on him and he's not the protagonist of a manga and that he's weak. Last week I explained in detail my opinion on what makes Magna a great character and how Tabata is highlighting a message to the readers through him. Balls deep prediction magic, you guys sharing your mana, that shit came true. And now Magna is remembering a moment he had with Yami during the 6-month training period, where he asked him why he invited him to join the squad. Yami responded by saying, I don't know, maybe it's because we had the same hobby. Magna responds with a bit of sadness and a depressed look. And he's like, oh, I see. That's all I am. A good gambling buddy. Got it. But then Yami continued on and said, you also seem like you had the most grit. And this lit up Magna's heart, firing him up to train and become stronger. Remember, Yami was also like Magna in his childhood when it came to causing a ruckus, until Nark's brother Morgan came to give him direction. This memory reminded Magna why he can't afford to lose. He put all that effort into creating this groundbreaking spell that can only be used once, that made him capable of going toe-to-toe with this man who nearly killed Asta and Yami, two of the people he looked up to and admires the most. So there's no way he could let it all be for nothing. He and Dante go blow for blow, back and forth, Dante landing a few hits to the face, Magna landing a few fiery fists to the gut, all whilst dodging most of Dante's punches, before taking a big one to the jaw. Dante then mentions his ideology and beliefs to Magna, that this is the irrational and unfair reality of the world, similar to what he mentioned to Asta in their fight. Even if a weak person like you struggles hard, it is fruitless effort since power is absolute. Dante believes power means everything in this world, and it's what the Dark Triad are trying to create with a new society that will be born after opening Hell's Gate, where only the powerful will survive. But knock knock, hey dummy, that means you dying because you ain't powerful without Lucifer, bitch. And that's when it happens. Lucifer leaves Dante and the devil power is completely gone, just as we predicted. Magna explains that he didn't do anything and that they're both just out of magic power. He goes on to say that Dante, a person with an unimaginable huge amount of magic power, has never run out of it before, and he had never fought anyone with the same amount of magic as him, so he's never realized how much he was using up trying to get the upper hand on Magna, constantly regenerating himself and all that stuff. His strengths were his downfall, and Magna knew it. That was his plan the whole time. Dante wonders to himself if his connection with Lucifer also went out because he was dry on magic, or it was Lucifer's choice because of this embarrassment, and Lucifer thinking he was trash, he left. So if that's the case, this could have a huge impact on this arc. If he's not connected to Lucifer, that means the plot twist can occur where his body is completely taken over, or Lucifer decides to make a contract with someone else since he possesses the power to appear in the world just like he did with Libe. We still see Dante have the contract seal on his head even right now. We clearly know he didn't do the servant ritual like Asta, and they received the power through other means. There is no way Dante defeated Lucifer in a servant ritual, so that means the tattoo seal represents their contract. The anime introduces new information that the Dark Triad came back from a mission where they massacred the people, where Yuna's father didn't tell them to do so. Lucifer must have contacted them at that point of time due to seeing their ambition and lust for evil acts, due to being so bored of following Eunice's father Lois and completing the most missions in the kingdom, but it not satisfying them. We will likely see Morris speak to Lucifer, or the characters being informed of Dante's defeat. Now Magna takes advantage of the opening that was created and slugs the bastard right in the jaw. Like, boom, fam, get the frick out of it, bruh. Dante, taken back for a moment, comes back to land another blow. Magna tanks it because of his grit and punches him back, landing the finishing blow and defeating the Simp King fair and square. Nox told us in chapter 275 that all three of the Dark Triad need to be defeated for the ritual to end. Magna has achieved something heroic in front of the others, gaining respect and progression for his character. Suddenly, Asta, Nox, and Luck show up to find Magna standing there victorious, to fully signify he won and that he really grew. Now, in terms of my opinion on what I think about Dante and the Dark Triad, you should watch the video being displayed to you right now, because I still think the same at the minute. Dante has always been evil just for the sake of being evil, and as Nox said, some people are just unjustified like that. Now, on the Anime Balls Deep Twitter, we asked you guys, what do you think about Magna defeating Dante? And there is some spicy shit there, I must say. Droid_4 says, to me this seems like an arse pull at his finest, and the main reason why Asta wanted to be stronger was because he was useless in the fight against Dante, and Magna beating him was disappointing at best. It was just so disappointing to see, bruh. To me, it undermined the struggle that both Asta and Yami went through to beat him, and since when was Zora Albert Einstein? He never showed that much of intelligence. Bruh, I totally don't agree with this opinion, but you are entitled to what you want to say. Lord Eyepatch says, I wouldn't be shocked if in the next chapter Lucifer got involved due to being disgraced. Exactly, guys, we are all on the same page, we're all sharing our mana. I definitely think Lucifer's about to appear, because why did Tabata introduce the power that he can appear in the world whenever he wants, but he hasn't used it yet whilst the plan is about to fail? You know what I mean? If he worked so hard to make the plan work with the Dark Triad over 16 years for it to freaking fail when a freaking 16-year-old with anti-magic dude appearing, I would be pissed, fam. To be honest, looking at the Twitter, there's kind of a few people saying I'm not happy with this chapter that Magna defeated Dante, but in my opinion, I saw this coming, and I do understand Tabata's message and what he was trying to do, because, you know, he's my friend and all, and I would kindly disagree. And I think Tabata's writing ability and his skill is shining through in the latest chapters, and Black Clover is so enjoyable right now. Anyway, guys, make sure to follow us on social media, buy our merch, and I'll see you guys next time.